In this lesson, you are going to learn how to order or sort the results of your queries. In most real-world situations, you will want to get the results of your queries in some specific order, and that is achieved by means of the order by clause, which is actually very simple and easy to use. To specify an order for your query, you simply add the order by clause after the where clause, or after the from clause if there is no where clause, and specify the columns by which you want to sort the results. Let's see an example. If I want to list the employees ordered by birth date, I just need to do this. Or if I want to order by salary, I just need to do this. By default, the order by clause sorts the columns in ascending order, or in other words, lower values appear first. But you can use the desk keyword to sort in descending order. So if I add it here, I get the employees with the higher salaries first. You can also add the ask keyword to specify that you want to order in ascending order. But as I mentioned earlier, that is the default behavior, so you don't really need to do it. But you might want to apply more than one sorting criteria. For example, if you want to order by department ID and then by salary, you just need to specify the two columns in the order by clause. How does it work? Well, Oracle will order by department ID first, and then if there are two or more records with the same department ID, they will be ordered by salary, as you see here with all these employees which work in the department with ID 1. And you can use a different type of ordering for every column. So I can add the desk keyword to the salary column to get the results ordered by department ID in ascending order, which is the default, and then by salary in descending order. If the order of the results is important to you, always use an order by clause to specify it, even if the results are returned in such order without doing so. Let me show you why with an example. Let's suppose I'm tasked with creating a list of employees ordered by their ID. So I run this query. And I notice that the results are already in the order I need. So I decide to create my report with this query. A couple of days later, someone mistakenly deletes one employee. And then realizes his mistake and adds it back to the table right away, apparently with no consequences. And then they run my report. But now it doesn't work correctly. Look how the records are ordered now. Why? Because I didn't add an order by clause. Several years ago, I was working for a company that had been using Oracle version 8 for years. But then they decided to move to a newer version, so the DBA planned the migration for months and executed his plan without issues. But the first day the business started to operate on the new version, their support line almost collapsed because they started to get lots and lots of users complaining about applications giving results in incorrect order in reports, combo boxes, and other similar components. What had happened? Most of their applications had queries that needed the results in a specific order, but didn't include an order by clause. The results were always ordered correctly in the old version, but when they migrated to a new one, something changed, and their applications started to work incorrectly. They had to spend many days adding order by clauses to a lot of queries in a lot of applications, which was a real waste of time and resources. So if you want your results in some specific order, you must add an order by clause. Please remember that. You can also use a column position number in the order by clause to define which column to sort by. One means sort by the first column selected, two means sort by the second column, and so on. For example, this query can be written this way. Or if I want to order by employee ID, I can simply write which is a lot easier. For readability and maintainability purposes, do not use column positions in the order by class of queries that are part of a script or an application. Only use it for one-time queries. Let me show you why with an example. Let's say I create a report using this query. Then, some months later, some business rule changes and the DBA realizes they no longer need to store the employee's birth date. So he decides to drop the column. And now someone runs my report. What happens? It fails, because there is no column number 9 now. And I think it will be even worse if after dropping or adding some column, the column numbers used in the order by still exist, but now correspond to a different column. But even if no one adds or drops columns, if you have a table with, say, 50 columns, and you are given the task to modify the order of a report that queries the table and has an order by, say, columns 47, 25, 15, and 8, do you think it will be easy for you to determine the names of the columns that are used for sorting the results, to understand the modifications you need to make? So, yes, it is easier to write numbers instead of column names. But if you want to write code that is easy to read and maintain, please don't do it. Before concluding this lesson, there is something else you need to know about auditing results. Auditing by columns that include nulls may need some special treatment. We haven't talked about nulls until now, but the next lecture is completely devoted to them. Okay, this lesson doesn't have a task for you, but don't be sad. You will practice this topic very soon. See you later.